Love is in the air year round, but this time we are in for a beautiful masterpiece. As the WWE heads to the fashion culinary cuisine capital of the world, we leave for Paris, France with this clash. This is simply predicting. Welcome to the discussion. All right, enough of that crap. Good grief almighty. I feel like I should be a sleeper in a beret drinking a cup of coffee. Anyway, what's up with them on, everyone? Welcome back once again to Simply Predicting. You know what this is. I am the simple man of the simple brand, the voice of the SRS, forever grateful for all things professional wrestling. Damn it. And my name is Noel Foster, as we are here to discuss WWE Clash in Paris. Thank you all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. If you want to dictate the conversation, PayPal the Passions, or Super Chat. It's as simple as that. And stay tuned for the forum. It will be available on NoDQ social media, my social media, the comment section across all these streams once this concludes, some point tomorrow afternoon. That being said, let's go around the horn and see how everyone feels with WWE Clash in Paris ahead this weekend. Special start time, of course, because they are on the other side of the world. Always good to have the man that I approve with all the stats, unlike any other. Chris Samsa, eat your heart out. Stat Boy Mike. Stat Boy, good to see you. How are you and how you feeling about this show?
Well, the Clash has always been one of those. For me, it's borderline between a throwaway and is it really going to be this good? Okay, 5 matches coming up. We're getting closer and closer. The summer is over. SummerSlam is over. We got to get that rebuild, that renaissance, as you would call it, because that is a French word. But it's just one of those where, do I really have to watch this? Do I really have to see one more match? Sure, why not? Let's just do it and get the push towards Survivor Series going.
That's fair enough. All right. Well, I mean, again, we are heading into the fall season. That does mean that we will be falling into the Survivor Series story building into War Games. Speaking of falling, this man knows a thing or two about falling in video games. But I'll leave it at that unless he wants to disclose it. Always good to have, once again, the newest friend to the Simply Predicting community and family, Charles Schultz. Charles, good to see you. How you feeling about WWE Clash in Paris?
Damn you again. Every single time of you, Noah. Every time.
I am discreet. Why are you getting mad at me? I am discreet. Continue.
Oh my God. I'm here. Let's have some fun.
There we go. Simple as that. He keeps it almost as simpler as I used to, or as simple as me. You be the judge. I'm the one on screen. So what does that tell you? That being said, speaking to friends of the Super Reliable Studios, not to mention the community as long as I've known them, one half of the Dominguez, Emmanuel Dominguez has joined Simply Predicting here once again. Emmanuel, first off, I hope Arlene had a wonderful birthday. You all did okay during NXT, as you saw during our post-mortem predictions, and shout out to Papa Gino. Follow him on the social medias and YouTube files, and make the NoDQ review on Tuesdays. It's a good stuff. Anyway, appreciate you, brother. Emmanuel, how you feel about Clash in Paris?
We're hopefully doing better than Heatwave, because Heatwave was a pay-per-view that nobody got right most of the majority of the time. But
we don't talk about that anymore. They were put to rest. You're not wrong. Damn it.
But other than that, I mean, I think we should rename the Clash of the Castle pay-per-view and call it the pay-per-view where Drew McIntyre will always lose, and then European pay-per-view. Just saying.
He's not wrong, and Statboy approve.
He's absolutely right on that. I mean, I will do the quick stats to confirm this, but I'm pretty certain he's right.
Okay.
In the words of Anthony Mackie as Falcon in the Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney Plus series, which Noah, I know you know nothing about because you don't watch that shit.
No.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Thank you, JJ, for that reference. I got what you were saying too perfectly.
Well, I mean, if anyone's going to have the references that are going to go over my head and know how to draw me up a wall, but can create better storytelling than Madman Tony Khan and Paul Levesque and his entire crew, it is definitely the renegade wrestling JJ Williams. And that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. JJ,
Yeah.
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 Always a pleasure. Good to see you again, my friend. How you feel about Clash in Paris and how's things been?
So I hear the criticisms that everyone brings, and I don't disagree with a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest issue with this PLE is that, and granted, we may get a match added on SmackDown tomorrow. It's always possible. But as of right now, there are more non-title matches than there are title matches.
Yes.
And when you have as many championships as WWE has, because by my count, there's 4 world titles, 2 for the men, 2 for the women. There's 4 mid-card titles, 2 for men, 2 for the women. That's
Right.
8 right there. And there's 3 tag titles. That is 11 championships before we even get into the speed titles and the NXT titles. Okay?
Yeah.
11 championships, 2 title matches. I'm not saying every belt needs to be on the line on a pay-per-view. That's Tony Khan. We don't need to have a throwaway PLE with 11 matches. Doesn't need to happen. But I do feel there should be more title matches than grudge matches. That's my big complaint about this card going into it. But the matches that we have look solid. And I think it'll be a good show. The fact that it'll be early, I think, is going to help everybody. I hope, and I haven't heard anybody else say this yet on any spaces or streams that I've seen. So I may be the first one saying it. I hope we as fans don't overhype this. What I mean by that is the crowd in Lyon, France last year was so freaking phenomenal, pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want fans to expect that the fans in the arena will be on that level because I don't want us to get disappointed. Because the fans in the arena that come through our television help generate excitement for the show. If that crowd from Lyon isn't in Paris and it's a bunch of people sitting on their hands, the show's going to suck. And I don't want us as fans to be so hyped for this show because the fans last year were so incredible that we're disappointed. So let's try to remember that when we sit down on Sunday to watch this PLE. That and the fact that WWE ticket prices are not what they were a year ago.
Yeah, fake.
So it may be even more expensive for Clash in Paris than it was for Backlash in Lyon. We also have to keep that in mind.
Inflation is a mother bucker. Fair enough, JJ. Fair enough. And I respect your take as always, as you always keep it very mutual. And again, folks, this is
I try.
You know,
I try to be the eternal optimist, and I try to walk all sides of the fence.
That's fair. At the end of the day, I just enjoy what I absolutely love, and I deal with everything else because there's some good in it to a degree, even in WWE. But I think without further ado, that being said, this should be interesting. So, predicting what?
Can you bring up Chris's comment, please, so I can call botch?
Yes, of course.
Botch.
Because the NXT ones will remain on Peacock until March of next year.
Well, there you go, Chris. Now
so
you know.
It's the last main roster PLE because WWE doesn't do PPVs. PLE main roster on Peacock. But it's not the last PLE on Peacock, period. Botch.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Go back to school, young boy.
The man that keeps him with all the news, because I don't follow Dirt Sheets feeds, and honestly, I don't even look at those business statements because they're not filling up my 403b. But that's a whole different conversation. I'm six figures. But without further ado, Simply Predicting community, professional wrestling fans and friends, panelists galore, and enthusiasts. Let's get right into it. So again, this is WWE going to Palace, France, and this is Clash in Paris. It will, of course, be emanating 7 p.m. Paris time. Now, what does that mean for you? I'll be happy to tell you. In the UK, it's 6 p.m. British Standard Time. Here in the States, when it matters, it is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Sunday, August 31st. And to JJ's point, it is literally 5 matches at time of recording. Now, I will not put out the form unless Aaron Ripp from No DQ actually put out spoilers for SmackDown, and they add something, but I'm giving them a cutoff time because as far as I'm concerned, everyone should get at least 12 hours to make the predictions official, or 24 hours, excuse me. 12 hours way too short, 24 hours. So if that freaking company doesn't put something out by 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I don't give a fuck. So that is the bottom line because I said so. So let's go ahead and get into this fame for what it stands for 5 matches as it is, despite the fact there's less championships here versus grudges. So I guess it's only fitting that we offset that with some grudges, since we all got a grudge with the booking. Speaking of grudges, doesn't get more of a grudge than the Donnybrook, as we got Sheamus and Rusev continuing to fight forever, this time in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. And bottom line, folks, it basically means anything goes. It's just a name ploy that has nothing to do with the region, unless France also does Donnybrooks as well, like the UK. Just saying. Or maybe because it's Sheamus. Maybe it's a stereotypical thing. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, Rusev, of course, came back here basically confronting his little brother in a way. And these two have already shared 1 victory, 1 loss, a double countout, and have fought everywhere back and forth across Monday Night Raw. So, bottom line, we're going to sell things where there are no rules. You want no restrictions. You want to hit each other with a pool stick or a baguette. You could do it here. We all know baguettes can get super stale in France, by the way, if you've seen them enough advertisements like I have. So bottom line, these two men, they're fighting for pride and probably just to bruise the other. Too many lies, too many lies. That being said, let's see what you think and see who you got winning this Donnybrook match. We're going to go right around the horn because it's only 5 matches, so fudge it, and one can get their take in. Statboy, I'll start with you. What do you think here? Sheamus and Rusev have a very long history, and Rusev honestly has done jack shit except this feud at this point, where he may just be having fun. The same could be said for Sheamus, though, where the only thing he hasn't done in his illustrious career is win the WWE Intercontinental Championship. And maybe it could be a launching pad for one of these two to reach a title. Maybe even that. Yeah, who knows? Cause and effect and long-term storytelling, if WWE's capable on the main roster. That remains to be seen. What do you think about this Donnybrook match?
I want to give a quick shout out to Adam Pearce because, you know, Scrap Iron, Scrap Daddy, I mean, to have him finally snap is genius writing, okay? He's fed up. I mean, this is, definitely not the first time. I mean, let these two bulls or bears or whatever giant animal you want to call these two, let them get out their aggression and move on already. As far as a potential title for both of them, I mean, I don't see them as heavyweight contenders anymore unless you look back at Sheamus and say, you know, the whole burger after banger routine because he finally let himself go. But, I mean, this match also feels like it's okay, we're overseas. It's going to be brutal, and it better be brutal. Otherwise, you know, what's the point of calling it a Donnybrook? I mean, I want to see the classic old school extreme rules, grab every weapon you can and beat the hell out of each other with it. But let's face it, those days are long gone. As far as a pick, I'm going to go with it's fight night. Sheamus wins hands down. Rusev, I'm glad that he's back, but it's almost like he's in that floating mid-card hell routine. So let them beat the hell out of each other, shake hands at the end, and move on.
Maybe they can become a tag team, or who knows? Maybe Rusev Day can come back into play. But
God no.
Shout out to Seth, Nathan, Christopher Rods, and of course Titsilla and our Canadian friend Ash, even if she's not in the chat. And yes, happy Power Rangers National Power Rangers Day. And again, you can follow Titsilla for more on that. JJ, I do see your hand. What you guys say real quick?
I just want to piggyback off something Statboy said and make a funny real quick because he talked
Go
about
for it.
whatever animals these two are. Well, we already know Sheamus is a rhinoceros. He was Rocksteady.
That's
Damn it.
fair.
Damn it.
Accurate.
You're
Good
welcome,
one.
everyone.
All right. Well, that being said, we got one for the fella. So, fella, Charles, what do you say? Do you agree with Statboy or are you going with Rusev Day?
Rusev. Because isn't this also Rusev's first PLE match since he came back?
That would be correct.
He might as well win. Like, no other way. Put it.
We can keep it as simple as that. I'm not sure what the best quality meat is, by the way, in Paris, France, but Seth, probably not wrong. That being said, there's more meat in AEW. That's why they chant meat. And I don't see a meat show yet for WWE. All right. So we have one. We got Sheamus, and you said Rusev, right, Charles?
Indeed.
Okay, I like this so far. A little bit of a split decision making here. Always makes things interesting and simply predicting. We're going to go right around the horn clockwise, which means my brother, the Renegade, is on tap next to break the tie for the time being. JJ, where do you stand in this? Again, Rusev, he's back in WWE. This is his first program. We're just going to lose out the gate. I mean, that's a Donnybrook, right? So is he protected in defeat, or does Sheamus even need to win this for what it's worth? Or is he the veteran, truth be told, the longer-term WWE superstar to put the other man over, even if it's like he may not go much further?
Yeah, it's a matter of heart over head. My heart says Sheamus, my brain says Rusev. Because I agree with Charles. This is Rusev's first PLE since coming back. He ought to get that dub.
Oh, yeah.
And I agree with what you were saying there at the end. You know, Sheamus has been in the company now pushing 20 years. You know, I want to say it was like 07, 08 when he came in during the original or the WWE CW.
I believe you're correct.
So we're pushing 20 years and he's never left WWE except for injuries. It's not like he went to TNA like Drew did. It's not like he dipped and went to AEW and came back like Rusev did.
No.
He's stayed with the Fed the entire time.
Yes.
I think Sheamus knows his lot in life at this point is to get the next generation over. And while Miro may not be the young generation because he's grizzled in his own right, with all Sheamus needs is an Intercontinental Championship, I don't see a victory over Rusev really mattering that much for him. Whereas Rusev getting a victory over a former world champion, multi-time world champion, could potentially start pushing him towards the main event picture. Especially with the decisive beatdown like a Donnybrook match would call for. I got Rusev.
All right, there you go. Rusev Machka. Or if you remember his original gimmick, game over. Then again, that was Kenta's move a long time ago via submission. All right.
And to the Rocksteady point, you know, Bebop and Rocksteady weren't even so cool that they couldn't be in Ninja Turtles 2. They had to create characters for that. Toka and Razor.
Why'd you have to remind me of that, JJ? Why?
Because he's the filibuster. That's why.
Because I'm going to go see Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze when it hits theaters next year for its 35th anniversary. Just like I said, the original Ninja Turtles a week ago in theaters again.
Cheap luck. Fair enough.
By myself, mind you. Nobody else was in the theater.
Private screening, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, it was a great moment, but it was kind of sad at the same time that no one else was there.
I was going to say, yeah, it's happy, but then it's like, this feels weird. Where's everybody?
But it was a Thursday. It was while kids were in school, so you know.
The last man on earth. Yeah. I feel sometimes like that in my facility sometimes when the whole place is a ghost town and I'm just walking the empty halls. So,
all right, Emmanuel, I pass it to you, sir.
Indeed, Emmanuel finishes it out. We got two Rusevs, one for the fella, and I will go ahead and say right now, Yeah, it feels like if Rusev don't win here, why I came back to WWE just to get a few fights in with Sheamus and then share a pint afterwards and then just live out vicariously through that in catering, worse than Session Mark Martinez and Pro Wrestling Eve. The jury is out. Emmanuel, where do you stand in this? Because I also go with Rusev. There's only one fella right now on this panel. Are you with him or are you with the majority?
I'm with the majority. I think Rusev is going to take this match. Unfortunately, that will make. I mean, like, I feel like if Rusev loses, it's going to really derail his momentum. And, I don't think that's the plan for WWE right now. What you do after this, probably a tag team with Rusev and Sheamus. I mean, Sheamus has run his course as a baby face right now. Like, there's nothing more you could do with him. And he, like, for me, like, he's better as a heel than a baby face, in my opinion. But that's my opinion, but not others' opinion. So maybe you like him maybe better as a baby face. But after this, the creation should be Rusev and Sheamus as a tag team because the tag team division needs it, and it's better than what Sheamus is doing right now. Like, just hanging out with the Alpha Academy, which, to be honest, is pretty much done without Otis by its side. I'm not sure why they keep them around. But at this point, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. So that's just a whole nother question, Simon Miller, why? But as far as this match goes, you're going with Rusev as well. Again, first major PLE, it just feels like, again, why you brought this guy back? Why are you building paper on NXT if she's not going to win a heat wave? Cause and effect. Just saying. You're bringing someone in or you're building somebody and they're actually marketable and maybe valuable to you to some degree, although one's a blonde, so we all know WWE likes their blonde. Rusev, big guy, and jury is out. Rusev Day did go over. Either way, I can't see Rusev losing this soon on what has been his only program so far in his WWE return. Rusev for the win. All right. Well, that was simple. Let's go ahead and move on from there. Since I spearheaded that match, Statboy, it's now on you to spearhead the next match because we're going to go Statboy, then Charles, then JJ, then Emmanuel for those that are going to lead the matches. That being said, Statboy Mike, I'm just going to ask you straight up. Are you big on shoes? Do you got big shoes to fill? Do you spend a lot on your footwear? Because I don't know necessarily what a tribal, thief is versus a tribal chief, but I know I acknowledge one much more than the other. When the fuck did we get a match when Shoes wasn't on a floor on a ladder? But anyway, Roman Reigns is facing Bronson Reed one-on-one. There you go. All right, seriously, though, Roman Reigns, of course, has had his $3,000. I'm just going to say this right now. If you are spending 4 digits on footwear, you may not be smart with your budgeting. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, what was I about to say? I lost my train of thought. Yes, Roman Reigns. That's right. Roman Reigns. How can I forget about Roman Reigns? Bronson Reed, you're questionable. Bronson Reed, part of Saffron's vision, has been targeting Roman Reigns for his footwear versus his position. Yeah, put that in perspective. And basically, he has stolen 2 pairs of his shoes, and he likes the shoes that Roman has. Wouldn't surprise me if he has 50 more in his closet or yacht or both. Bottom line, it's a grudge match over footwear, and I guess you can say pride, where at the end of the day, do you acknowledge Bronson Reed hitting a tsunami in Paris, France that probably has less natural disasters than you actually think? Or do you see the LTC molly-whopping the colossal Bronson Reed? That is the question for you to answer. It is not a gimmick match. It's a straight-up one-on-one. But I'm sure that a shoe is going to be thrown in someone's face. Honestly, who uses a shoe? For Pete's sake. Anyway, Statboy, it's on you. Who you got here?
Well, I mean, I'd be insane not to choose my tribal chief. And this is the dumbest thing. I mean, who does this? Okay, they're shoes, folks. Okay, I get it. Now, who would have thought that in August of 2025, the WWE is so lost in storylines that you have to steal a man's shoes. Now, yes, I'm a California boy. Yes, I'm aware that it's in some areas of Los Angeles, there are tons of shoes hanging from power lines right now. I get it. It's a thing, you know. And I mean, now and there is a video out there of 5 superstars. I think it's Cody, Seth, maybe Roman is in there. I don't know. I think Becky is in there, or one of the divas or one of the women is in there. They are spending insane amounts for these shoes. Okay. I mean, we're talking 4 figures. Okay. Renegade and I, we used to hang out at the Lakewood Mall. We would go to the mall all the time. We would see people lining up at Foot Locker and at some shoe store to get the greatest pair of shoes, and they are spending at least $300 on a pair of shoes when I can go to my local Sevierville Walmart and get a pair of shoes for $30 that I can wear every day. My first question is, why are these shoes so much? What is so important about this stuff? And of course, these superstars have money. I get it. They make a lot of money. If they want to spend their money wisely and buy shoes, I get it. But come on, shoes, really? I mean, like I said, I mean, it's not like Bronson Reed did a tsunami through Roman Reigns' bus or car or whatever. It's a pair of footwear, folks, here. Okay, come on. This is what we have gone for. Why is this happening? If it was, I mean, it's just, I got your shoes. I got your shoes, Zeus. Oh, let's go raid one of somebody. Let's go raid Seth's closet and take one of his suits. We already tried the CM Punk friendship bracelet. Look how well that turned out.
Oh, Lord.
Let's go in Tiffany Stratton's closet and steal her tops. How about that? That's
all
really
right.
petty.
Whoa, all right. That's a little bit crossing the line. Pull it back.
Considering the stalkers that some of these women have, I don't think I would throw that out there in the ether, Mike.
Exactly.
That's that. No.
And Statboy, while you're going on this rant that is definitely Statboy and Renegade approved, let me give you this knife back because I steal, I don't kill. Who got that reference?
Damn you. Damn it, dude. I knew that reference instantly. You
He's going to filibuster me. And you people are fucking sick if you do that shit. You won't even get a lobotomy. Continue.
Damn.
Blame Statboy for continually setting me up with the movie references. I'm sorry.
Hey, I throw him, he knocks him out of the park. That's the way I work.
With the Jose Canseco bat.
What the?
2-for-1 sale, pal.
2-for-1 sale. He didn't pay for this.
Sis question for that. What the hell fuck is going on here? Anyway, go ahead, continue.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. He cut me off at the right time because once I go, if you go into Tiffany's closet, you ain't coming out because Kaiser will kill you.
They've broken up, so.
Oh, what? This is news.
This is the TMZ, and stay tuned for the Mega Wrestling JJ Williams next report. Curtis has shenanigans. That being said,
that boy.
You go.
She's with the Grand Americano now, so.
You're going with Roman.
The question is, which one?
Indeed.
I'm going with my tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Good man. Let's move on here to the next prediction before I go into a whole nother rant because you guys are drawing me over that line. Emmanuel, who you pick here? Are you with the man with the $3,000 pair of Jordans or Bronson Reed who's trying to hit a tsunami in Paris, France?
I mean, there has to be worse storylines in the history. Booker T versus Edge for a shampoo commercial.
Katie Vick.
Yeah, Katie Vick.
What are you trying to think about that one?
Mae Young having a baby. That's the hand.
Okay.
And then on an old school Raw having the hand grown up in a backstage segment.
Damn it.
I'll just say worse segments than this storyline.
Accurate.
Judy Bagwell on a pole matches.
Bro. Bro, here's what they should have done, bro. They needed to put the shoes on a freaking telephone pole and have the match outside the arena, bro. That would have killed it, bro, on ratings, bro. I'm telling you. Anyway, go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yeah, but so yeah, I mean, like I don't know what they're doing with Roman Reigns at this point of his career. I get like he's a part timer now. He's not gonna be there, and he doesn't care. Like whatever he's good, whatever storyline they're gonna do with them, people are just point out once in the air and cheer for him. Like there's no bad storyline that you could go complain about Roman Reigns, like wrestling, because you're there to cheer him on and see him beat Bronson Street, but and probably clean back his shoes for some odd reason, because he doesn't have other pair of shoes apparently that's important than the ones that he stole. I don't know.
Folks, take a drink of your fanciest wine every time Emmanuel says shoes tonight. Cheers.
So, yeah.
Thankfully, I'm sipping Faygo cotton candy. I'm not getting drunk.
I'm just drinking Moomis. I'm good.
I'm 99.7% straight edge. I don't have my Willem Russo wine in front of me tonight, so I'm safe with Mountain Dew. So continue.
And then I mentioned shoes. I mean, but that's about it. No, I mean, like I think we're gonna go to unanimous in this predictions. I mean, like unless anybody else has more to add, I don't know what we should go to the next match. To be honest.
This match is brought to you by what should be Payless. Moving on. All right, so we got 2 Roman Reigns. It's 3 Roman Reigns. I acknowledge him. Bronson Reed, you become even more relevant to me since NXT. Charles, who you got in this match?
Shouldn't that be a foregone conclusion? Roman Reigns. It's all about the shoes at the end of the day.
Oh, bloody hell. All right. Well,
and also, he's going to... Besides this being... I was going to say this is like an easy win for Roman because it's good that they do Braun Breaker in this. Because Roman's winning on the show.
That actually gives me a little bit foresight towards maybe Bronson Reed having a chance to beat the Tribal Chief. But then again, who was the last person to go over Roman Reigns in singles action? Just saying, since Cody Rhodes. All right, fair enough. So far, 4 people have acknowledged the original Tribal Chief, the LTC one, and shout out to the original Big Baller G. Again, appreciate you, brother. Get your Ethernet together, though. Again, Cat A cable. You'll thank us later. All right, JJ, bring it on home the best way you can. I know you got easy shoes to fill with this friggin' narrative, so go ahead. Take your piece.
And all mine just slip right on. I don't do laces anymore. That's too much hassle. So,
truest statement ever.
Shut up.
Not the comment Chris just put in, but if you go to the one Chris Rotz put before that, where he goes a little bit more in depth, I think there's a little something to be considered here.
Something! Continue.
Because Roman is about to go film his part in Street Fighter, which Cody Rhodes is also in. I don't know how extensive his character is. None of us do.
No.
So you could have Bronson beat Roman, keep him off television for a while, so that he can reemerge going into Survivor Series for Team CM Punk. Makes perfect sense. Write him off TV, let him go make the movie, use him for the next big pay-per-view, PLE like we do. But then, if the end game is going to be Roman versus Seth at Mania, now is a good time to start running through the vision.
Yes.
Get a victory over Bronson here. Get a victory over Braun Breaker coming down the road. Probably not WrestlePalooza too soon.
Yeah.
Because you got to stretch it out to get to Mania. And then face Seth at Mania. But then there's not the Tribal Chief, but the final boss question. And I know a lot of people don't like bringing that up because we feel like we were burnt this year.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody pointed out, and again, I forget where I heard this. Somebody pointed out that WWE has a history of running things back when they feel like they fucked the fans over. So the reason they're going to Vegas next year may be to deliver Rock and Roman. Because it all started at the press conference going into 40 in Vegas. Then there was the tag match in Philly. Then we thought we were going to get it in Vegas this year behind the Cena heel turn, and Rock turned bitch apparently.
Accurate.
He was never truly factored in to begin with, and everything he said was true. For that, you go to the Obi-Wan Kenobi school of movie quotes, depends greatly on our own point of view.
Oh, bloody hell.
But I think whoever made that initial statement that I saw could be onto something. And the reason we're going back to Vegas is because Rock Roman is so big, it has to be in the fight capital of the world.
I'll give you that.
So if that is the case, and Seth Roman isn't the end game, it doesn't really matter. Which sucks because Seth and Roman have such an extensive history, it should matter.
Yes.
But I think both of them are going to be around long enough that they can run this pretty much any time and not have to pull the trigger at Mania unless they can't officially lock Rock down. All that being said, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going to agree with Chris Rotz here.
What?
I'm going with Bronson Reed as a way to get him off of TV, save him, bring him back in time for Survivor Series, have him go do the movie.
Wow, you actually got Charles to actually bring his hand on cam. So this should be interesting. Charles, what do you got to say regarding that?
JJ, you are out of your damn mind. That's number one.
Hey, maybe
Number
so.
If that happens, I am now officially questioning everything. And I'm go, okay, JJ, did you secretly see the future? Because what the world? You're crazy. You're literally crazy.
From a ranked singles match on a PLE.
Hey, I mean, I am an alumni of Chase University. Noah keeps saying they're not accredited university, but they're still a university nonetheless.
Noah, JJ is right. You should believe that.
No, I never will. You
should believe in Chase U as much as I believe.
Don't you say it
in him.
Oh, Joe Hendry?
That's you freaking
name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
You did that on purpose.
I held it back.
Sorry, JJ, you let that open for me. I took a bad shot.
The silver-tongued savant down here held his tongue and did not say the name.
I was going to.
I'm sure someone was. Man, you had your hand up for a second. Alrighty, here we go.
No, I was just gonna counter JJ's point about the movie thing. I mean, like, didn't Cody come in Naked Gun? I mean, he won the championship. I mean, not all the time. It's true. I'm just saying, like,
I was gonna say his role in Naked Gun was one scene, a couple of lines. Like, it's not the same as having to go film a movie.
I know, and right now he's missing, and most likely doing the Street Fighter thing as you mentioned, and he's still a world champion. So
but he was written off quote unquote, when Drew McIntyre kicked his fucking head through his monitor in front of that announce him. I've been selling it as the villains by Randy Orton, Arcade Orton out of nowhere. To Charles' point, I do think you're going to get Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre at turn, but they're going to do Cody versus Drew for the championship at some point. WrestlePalooza, who knows? But that's neither here nor there. Bottom line, though, I thought it was going to be unanimously acknowledged a tribal chief, but apparently not. And to be
I
fair,
still acknowledge my tribal chief, but I just something in my guts telling me Bronson's going to get this.
well, I will say this: it's not a gimmick match, and a day if you can't beat the tribal chief, you can still steal his shoes and get disqualified, but still leave him laid out in the process. If Bronson Reed still leaves Roman in a heap, then maybe this vision has still purpose in the colossal Bronson Reed. If Bronson is dropped with a freaking spear and it doesn't take like two because he doesn't stay down and Roman will get his shoes back, I would be shocked. But I do think you got a point that Roman's probably not going to be seen till Survivor Series, War Games, if we're lucky. But I can't bet against Roman Reigns under any capacity, even a mid-card booking, because I'll be damned if this is the opening match, because really? Even though Roman Reigns' entrance is longer than a freaking order from DoorDash. But nonetheless, all right, so 4 Romans and 1 Bronson Reed. Then again, depending on the restaurant, DoorDash is actually really quick. I've gotten, never mind, different conversation. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I'm not trying to get this into a food debate, but I did mention wine earlier. And speaking of which, one of these two own winery. The other one, I don't know. Maybe she wants to own a Starbucks for her husband. You tell me. Who's crazier? Let's go ahead and talk about Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Of course, we know that Nikki Bella came back to test herself with this generation's roster. So, I mean, commendable. And Becky Lynch, of course, the man, brother, keeping everybody else underneath her. And, of course, took Lyra out of the Women's Intercontinental Championship picture altogether. By the way, whoever put this in, you botched the spelling, but that's okay. I don't blame you. If that was Walter, God bless you. Subscribe. So, bottom line, Becky Lynch pushed the nerves of Nikki Bella, and Nikki Bella called her a 4-letter C word. Not the word you're faking. This is WWE, and there is some sensitivity in their society, believe it or not. Anyway, she called her out and basically forced the man's hand, and now it's Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Straight up, you know how title matches goes. The only way the championship changes hands is via pinfall or submission. It does not change hands via count-out or disqualification. Now, is this a one-off? Is this a complete different swerve to what was originally planned for Nikki Bella and maybe a short run? Or is this filler because WWE doesn't know right now what to do with their freaking women's roster if they have one? Why this is not Ivy Nile, Natty, Asuka,
Kyrie Sane.
Yes, thank you. Kyrie Sane was the other one. I think that pretty much covers the entire Monday Night roster, except Sandy Bakura, who's owed a World Championship match. And you're not doing Rhea Ripley and Io Sky for this because they might be buddy tag teaming soon, and they're both worthy the world title. So here we are. All right. So that being said, I fibbed. Emmanuel, who you got leaving with the Women's Intercontinental Championship? Becky Lynch or Nikki Bella? To be fair, before you say anything, she's not with him anymore.
I know. Because right now, like at this stage of the game, I'm really not feeling Becky's heel turn. I mean, it's gonna take time, I guess. Like with a new gimmick, maybe when over right now. Nikki Bella's Nikki Bella. I mean, like I don't know, I prefer Brie or Nikki any day, but for just to end this conversation because that dreadful like a John Cena match, I'm just gonna go Becky Lynch for the win.
Okay, well that was subtle. Also, Seth, dadgum. I don't know who your hearts are on, Nikki Bella or Mercedes Moné at this point. At least one of them actually isn't that. Well, the jury is out. Anyway, okay. Becky Lynch for the win. Shout out to, of course, fearless Riff, Caitlin Bella. I hope that she enjoys this match because at the end of the day, this is her favorite. But Caitlin, with all due respect, my friend, I don't see your favorite winning. I also have Becky Lynch retaining as well. JJ, what you got to say regarding this? The Women's Intercontinental Championship as we know it at this point. And honestly, is this just some way for Nikki Bella to go to France and maybe, promote Maybelline or something like that? What are you expecting here? What do you got? What do you got?
Look, I'm not going to show the amount of hatred onto Nikki Bella that a lot of people do.
I think it's unnecessary personally, but that's just me.
I just feel bad because Stephanie Vaquer got screwed.
Accurate.
Stephanie was supposed to get a world title match here. And granted, Naomi got pregnant. God bless her. She didn't think she'd be able to have a kid. They could have done something to still give Stephanie Vaquer a match here.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done a battle royal on Raw to determine another number one contender. That person versus Stephanie becomes the champion.
I was hoping they did that, honestly.
They could have done a one-night tournament on Raw for the same thing. I just feel bad for Stephanie Vaquer.
Same.
But as far as this match goes, Becky Hogan is going to say, that doesn't work for me, sister.
Damn.
Drop the leg and get the 1, 2, 3 on Nikki Bella.
Drop the leg. Bring the leg drop on
And
the
pray that she doesn't cause deflation.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that being said, still Becky Lynch for retainment. Hi, Mikey. What you guys say regarding this match? Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, long-term history, first time, of course, for this title that's still newly minted. By the way, folks, this title not even a fucking year old yet. Go ahead, Mikey. It's on you.
Well, I will confirm what you just said, that this is their first match for the title. This is also their first one-on-one match. It's pretty much even. I've got it 6-4 in favor of Becky, and it's all been tag team matches, except for the six-pack challenge at Backlash 2016, where Becky got the belt back, and then they started teaming with each other back in 2016. Whoever came up, and if Becky did this on her own, I mean, like I said, in the intro to Shenanigans, nuclear heat, man. Becky bringing up the good old John Cena storyline with Nikki and all that. Wow, I mean, it got plenty of traffic going along there.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, you can't see him and all that. A small thing I didn't know, and this is just a superficial thing. Nikki's hair got a lot longer in like a week. So I don't know why, if she's using.
It's called extensions,
Yeah,
Mike.
Women
use them.
I know what it is. I just want to know why it looked dumb. I'm just saying. I knew it was extensions. She doesn't need it. She's fine the way she is. Becky also recently in Birmingham, and this did come out on social media. She ruffled the feathers of one Kelly Osbourne because they were in Birmingham, and of course she in Kelly's eyes disrespected Ozzy, because Ozzy was in Birmingham. That's where he was from, and I mean, Ozzy hasn't even been gone in almost two weeks to a month, and we're already saying bad things about that. So.
She wasn't saying a bad thing about Ozzy. What she said was, and I believe this is a rough quote here. I didn't see the show. I don't have the exact wording. But she basically was calling out the fans, saying that the best thing to come from Birmingham has passed away.
Well, I get that. But
so it's not really an Ozzy. It's a knock on the fans saying the only good thing to come out of here is death.
Okay.
It ruffled the feathers, and I guess
it's still a low blow. I grant that, but she wasn't talking shit about Ozzy.
As long as you wasn't doing that, then I would say it's justified.
Indeed. I don't see Nikki walking away with the belt. She had her run back in the day. This is probably just maybe a last a last storyline. If they do it, it's one hell of a shock. I mean, Becky just got the belt, so sorry, Nikki. My choice is Becky.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would really be opposed to seeing Nikki as Intercontinental Champion. Just not right now. If
Agreed.
Becky is going to defeat Bayley and lose to Nikki Bella, what does that say about Becky Lynch?
Let's see. Accomplice.
You know what I mean? It's like Bayley is
Supporting act.
levels above Nikki. So if she beats Bayley and loses to Nikki, it doesn't make sense.
Nope.
The simple James Hebert. Nope. All right. Well, what does make sense so far is we're all unanimous with Becky Lynch. So, Charles, I saved the simplest for last. Becky or Nikki? Who you got leading with the championship?
It is not wrong with a lot of things, but I would not be surprised with I could pull a fast one on everyone. Okay, I'm going to be on this island on my own then. Screw it. Yep. Nikki's winning the belt.
Okay, Charles is drunk. Someone check the man. Give him a freaking breathalyzer. What the fuck is happening here? We actually had a Nikki Bella pick. I'm just saying.
Hey, you know what? Everyone has been on an island unto themselves so far.
That is
I might as well throw myself on it the first
That
time.
boy-
I might as well join the club.
Yes, that boy picked Sheamus. Everyone else had Rusev. I picked Bronson Reed. Everyone else had the Tribal Chief. And now he's got Nikki Bella. Everyone's got Becky Hogan.
back to back in a row.
Good grief. We got 3 different island nations and 3 different oceans isolated across the world.
And Emmanuel may be on an island unto himself when it comes to the match that I have slotted for our main event spot, because we know how he feels about the man you cannot see.
Yes, and he will be the one to close the conversation on that one, particularly because I kind of felt that match should be the closer for some reasons. Just saying. That being said, it's 4 Becky's, 1 Nikki. Charles, you're fucking nuts. Before we move on to our next match, Manuel Dominguez with a $2 super chat to further the conversation, talking about La Primera, 1-of-1, champion of champions, Stephanie Vacchia. Again, get the name right, folks. I'm Midwestern. I can say the name right. Stephanie Vacchia, who faces Stephanie on Monday Night Raw. Well, I don't know, but it should be somebody when it concerns the freaking women's heavyweight championship, because they need one. And damn it, she should be it at this point. But that's just my opinion. So if I'm going to throw out a name, I feel like there's one match people want to see, and there's another match that has yet to get that decisive decision. Rhea or Io? Because unless you bring somebody else up from freaking NXT, I'm looking at the current roster. They're not going to do Asuka. They're not going to do Kairi Sane, even though Asuka should have won Queen of the Ring, and I stand by that. And I want to see Asuka versus Stephanie Valkyrie, but that's too much like right for WWE to course fucking correct. And that's all I got to say about that. JJ, I saw you delete my original tape because, let's be honest, it's obvious. You know they're going to do it probably, bro. You want something different. Hell, you may want your NXT to finally rise up to the occasion again, but it's highly unlikely in all likelihood, quote-unquote, Aaron Rip. But go for it, bro. Answer it.
First of all, the Queen of the Ring winner was the right person. How dare you?
Nope.
Indeed.
Second of all, I want Roxanne Perez.
Wait, she is not tag champion anymore, so I guess actually that could work. Okay.
Because I think if Roxanne has the title when Liv comes back, that's going to just cause all kinds of turmoil.
All right. And honestly,
Roxanne took Liv's tag title.
Yep.
Roxanne and Raquel lost those belts.
Yep.
And now Roxanne is the women's champion when Liv comes back. After being basically forced into the Judgment Day by Finn Balor.
Liv versus
that's going to cause some good drama.
Yeah, it could be a pretty damn good match too, honestly. Liv versus Roxanne. I mean, both women are about just as tall as each other, so honestly, that could work, actually.
And one is infinitely more skilled than the other, despite being about half the other's age.
Well, she's the prodigy for a reason, JJ. Go check out her interview, folks on Chris Van Leek.
I
That
did.
being said, good man. As did
I watched almost all of CVV's interviews. So.
They're all awesome. They're all awesome. But I do love the fact you're trying to literally make Roxanne a singles star, where I almost feel like they've been trying to do nothing with her but a tag team special. Truth be told, she's great at that. But she shines the brightest as a top tier championship. That's why I didn't even say her name, because again, get her ready for the tag team scene. But I do hope that you're right, honestly. That is the right match, honestly. That's the best women's match that Monday Night Raw could book to course correct and reset at the same time. Okay. That being said, Standpoint, what do you think about Emmanuel's Super Chat? Do you agree with JJ's take? Do you have any further takes? What do you think?
It's a touchy situation. I mean, it's a good moment for Naomi, but it's a bad moment for Stephanie, and that's not fair. I'm sorry. I can totally agree with my brother. Stephanie got cheated. She'll get the title eventually. We know this. It's just a matter of when. And then and it's like Naomi said when she comes back, it doesn't matter who, I'm going to return, and it's game on like I never left. Mm-hmm. So Stephanie versus anybody, it really they'll make a great match out of it. And I totally also agree, like what he said, make a battle royal, make a one-night tournament, do something, because it's been what, almost 2 weeks, or has it been a week since Naomi made the
2 weeks?
Yeah, so I mean, it needs to be done quickly, and Stephanie is your number one choice. Who faces her? I really don't know.
At this point, I say hold off on crowning Stephanie Vicker. Hold off on letting her ascend to her throne until WrestleMania.
That's a long.
Let her either win the Women's Rumble or the Women's Chamber.
You mean the Power Rangers Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Fair enough. Shout out again to Datilla and our Canadian friend Ash. Datilla was in the chat earlier. All right, fair enough. Charles, anything you want to add regarding Emmanuel's chat?
Damn. I most agree with JJ's point, but I'm also just here going, might as well just, whatever it's going to be, I'm not surprised if they lose. Instead, honestly. Because I'm not going to be, because I'm more focused about Crown Jewel Perk more than anything. So.
That's fair. And that is a major stop.
And this time we got WrestlePalooza, so.
But again, we don't know if they're going to do champion versus champion for the Crown Jewel Championship.
True.
Yeah, they're probably not. If so, anything.
That's what they're supposed to do at Crown Jewel. That's when it's supposed to be the brand supremacy thing. The two champions face off for the Crown Jewel Championship. So unless Rhea is already champion going into Perth, she's not winning the title in Perth unless they do the change on Raw. And if they crown a new champion on Raw, I don't think they're going to do a title change in Perth just to crown Rhea.
No, to counteract your point, we do got WrestlePalooza.
We do.
Still don't mean jack shit, and you know it.
We will, because do not be surprised if maybe they'll crown the new Rollins champion on that night.
I was just going to say they could begin the tournament and have the finals be at WrestlePalooza.
That would require being creative. All right.
So basically, there you go, Jay. Just nailed it right on the head. Because WrestlePalooza is going to be the thing to also consider. That's the one stop before Crown Jewel Perk. So whatever happens there is going to end up going to there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Cause and effect. We'll see if it's actually worth the freaking $30 in ESPN Plus. Emmanuel, what you got to say regarding your Super Chat before we get back to regular conversation? This was far more worthwhile than any commercial break WWE PLEs are going to give me on Peacock. That's for damn sure.
I know, right? So, Emmanuel, to answer your question, Emmanuel.
You're talking to third person. Or third person. First or third?
I'm talking to himself.
You know what?
Shout out to one half of Los Dominguez is there in the chat.
There you go. Yes. There we go.
Yeah.
Answer the question, Emmanuel, for Emmanuel. Oh, what the hell happened here?
I was gonna say you got to shout yourself out the way we do, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyways, like I have to shout out for Emmanuel for spending those $2. That doesn't matter, but $2 that I'm not gonna see it again. But to answer my own question, like, what's the point? Like, if Rhea just defeated Roxanne, like Roxanne should have just got over for Rhea, then Roxanne would have had more reason to face, Stephanie for that match. But at the same time, it's like, if it's Rhea, then why not book Rhea and Stephanie in the pay-per-view? That's pay-per-view quality contact right there. I don't know what you're doing today, unless you're gonna throw us a surprise that no one's gonna see coming. Are we gonna have Raw only, or are we gonna have Raw and SmackDown and NXT involved? I don't know what we're doing here, Emmanuel.
All right, and that was the Super Chat conversation hosted by Emmanuel, paid by Emmanuel, in closing by Emmanuel Dominguez. We'd like to thank Emmanuel for keeping the conversation going, and thank you, Emmanuel, for closing the conversation for Emmanuel as we return back to our regularly scheduled programming after this short commercial break. We will be right back after this. Jesus Christ Almighty, I'm surrounded by idiots. And we're back with Emmanuel Dominguez. I'm kidding. All right, let's go ahead and get back on the normal task here.
Crap. Charles has his hand up.
Damn it, what is it, Charles?
One, that was awesome. There you go.
Okay. Can we please move forward? Oh, Lord.
Well, this is more entertaining than anything on SmackDown 10 times out of 10.
Well, depends who you ask. All right, they're trying. All right, moving on. Okay, well, that was a vision for the future. We might get Emmanuel Dominguez hosting the Tonight Show, hosted by Emmanuel Dominguez, starring Emmanuel Dominguez. Honestly, I would watch it. Again,
Yeah, it would be better than it. Yeah, actually, that. Yeah.
On Telemundo, well, we'll see what happens, or maybe here on YouTube, or maybe he'll start like Instagram Live. We'll see. All right, just giving him ideas again, folks. Follow Emmanuel Dominguez and Arlene. Okay, let's get back on track here. Jesus Christ Almighty, lost our fucking minds. All right, Charles, I believe you're on tap next, and it's our semi-main. So let's see what visions you have in store for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's a clusterfuck. I mean, a fatal four-way as Seth freaking Rollins defends the gold against CM Punk. Yeet. Main event, Jey Uso, and as always here, say it with me, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Well done, everybody. For the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, of course, this all stems from the fact that Seth is man enemy out of everybody. So we are going to face somebody more annoying with his laugh than Repulsa from the Power Rangers. Before I continue the conversation, teleporting in from the Morphing Grid is our own mighty Morphin member of the Reliable Studios, Dattila. Hello, Dattila.
What's up, guys?
How are you?
What's up, Zordon?
Good. First, I just want to wish everybody a happy National Power Rangers Day. May the power protect each and every one of you.
Hope your day was more phenomenal, Dattila.
It was not more phenomenal, unfortunately.
Boo.
Budget cuts.
Yeah, budget cuts.
Yeah, that's a thing, folks, not just in wrestling. All right. Well, Dattila, I'm so glad to have you part of the conversation. So once Charles lets his pick, I'll go to you next. We can get some thoughts towards you on one of these matches. And feel free to stick around. Again, folks, you want to learn more about Rangers knowledge at its best. Trust my friend when it's wrestling time at Rangers of Wrestling, of course, on YouTube. Subscribe. Again, I got to get somehow a better plug for you where it's like the Power Rangers, all red or all pinks or something.
I should take a page out of each and one of your books and have a picture of John Cena on there.
And now Emmanuel has that look on his face like, really?
What we need to do is get an image from Forever Red of all the Red Rangers together, and then just put your graphics on there.
And put them in pink, because pink's her favorite color. All right, but that being said, before we go to the Pink Ranger, let's go to, I don't know what color Ranger you want to classify yourself as. You can take a quiz later. Charles, who you got winning this fair for World Heavyweight Championship? Not
Green
much story when you
taken, though.
Fair enough. Not much to take away from this setup here. Of course, Seth, highs to the center. Shut up, Michael Cole. Fooled everybody or anybody that line is that. cashing on CM Punk, earned the title, already defended against LA Knight. CM Punk's been trying to take him out, failed. Jey Uso, he's back. Jey Uso, of course, wanted previously, of course, and Seth Rollins, they had their fallout while Jey was champion. Now we got all 4 men here. We saw Monday Night Raw. There are no friends. There are no allies. Punk kicked the crap out of LA Knight's head. So here we are. Charles, you got winning this fatal 4-way.
I think this is probably going to be the most easiest match at this point. Seth Rollins is maintaining. It's like,
right.
Come on. And also, here's the thing. It's not going to be LA Knight's getting pinned. I'm saying it's probably going to be, I would not be surprised if Punk gets pinned by Seth. Just to continue that.
This generation's John Cena and Randy Orton. All right. Fair enough. He's got Seth freaking Rollins retaining. Short, sweet, simple, and to the point. As long as he doesn't blow out his knee. Okay. Attila, it's on you, pal. Let's go ahead and finally get some wrestling thoughts from you in your mind. What do you guys say regarding the World Heavyweight Championship in this fatal 4-way? Go ahead. You're muted. There we go.
This is more obvious than Team Rocket in disguise. Seth Rollins is winning this.
Thank you for that reference. I love it.
From movies to anime, I can't get away from
that was awesome. That was already my favorite one tonight.
Fucking hell. Wow, I did not expect a Pokemon reference. Well, I guess Seth Rollins wants to be the very best like no one ever was, according to Attila. Okay, then. 2 for Seth freaking Rollins. Thank you, Attila. Stop, boy, your thoughts on this fatal 4-way. The fuck?
I'll take a page out of your notebook, and the streak will continue that a title will not change hands in a clash. It's a gift. I mean, unless Triple H goes inside the writer's room and we get WWE Untold 2, the belt's staying on Seth for a while. It's going to be a good match, though. I mean, everyone's going to hit their moves. There's going to be brutality. We all know Jey is going to yeet for at least 3 minutes. That's the over-under, by the way. I'll lay 2-1 on that one.
Hurt my left arm eating.
It's I mean, it's not a total lock, but the belt's staying with the vision and all that. So there's no doubt about it. Seth.
I feel like you could yeet longer than give an explanation on why you think Seth Rollins wouldn't win the damn championship. It's just a matter of who gets pinned at this point. You can make more of a conversation for. And who knew Eminem started a dance craze that Jey Uso just had to add one more arm to? Anyway, talk about losing yourself. All right. That being said, Emmanuel, let's go to you. Let's go. I'll look. You guys do the movies, the sports, the anime. I'll do the music, but non-copyright. That being said, Emmanuel, while you're chucking and diving there, all right. He's got a good vibe like in Helico. What do you guys say regarding the World Heavyweight Championship here and Seth Rollins retaining?
I was thinking lose myself by Eminem, but you said no, not copyright. So
exactly.
That's why it was on me.
Let's say, it looked like he was having the good vibrations that Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch had.
Yeah, that too. I mean, is he the original white rapper?
We're gonna call this we're gonna call this predicting clash and puns because this has been puns and move references all night.
I'm just waiting for the next pun to drop before the freaking
Drop it like it's hot.
And Walter isn't here. Walter is missing out on all the puns.
I know, and that's like, damn it. Where's Walter? We need him.
When did you go
He's
one
the king
night?
of puns.
When did you
Exactly.
one night comedy stand? What the fuck?
Anyways,
Yes, Emmanuel, say your prediction. Fuck.
Sorry.
No, that was
no, it's
brilliant.
okay. It's okay.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
I mean, it's gonna be unanimous. It's Seth. It's just my gripe is why put LA Knight in this match if you just then lose against Braun Breaker? It makes no sense. You tried to build this match as credibility and and make him look strong, but he loses. What are we doing, WWE?
You've been asking that question just now? Were you kidding me?
He's asked it multiple times tonight, Noah.
Well, say,
Yes.
you take a drink of wine every time Emmanuel said that question, you will literally be probably ready to pass out.
Because I'm asking
Yeah, what,
WWE, maybe they'll tweet me or Instagram me to answer this question. WWE, what are we doing right now?
New shirt.
If this was
wshop.com.
if this was $30, I'll probably not buy this pay-per-view.
I wonder what the
But this is
currency exchange
this is why this is a good thing for the price tag for $30. If I'm not gonna buy it, if people are not gonna buy it, they better pick up the game and do better writing and better booking of their wrestlers who they're gonna put in the main event. That's all I have to say.
This is the money.
I know it's all about money, but once they lose that money and you don't buy the pay-per-view, it's like they're gonna panic.
Freaking hell. Oh, man. We're bringing crime time. All right. Respect. Okay. So Emmanuel basically said suffering and Roz. And again, folks, this is the money you could be saving if you don't choose to go off ESPN Plus. Tyco, $30 will get you a WPLE once a month. Anyway, moving on. All right. That being said, Charles, I did see your hand. What do you got to say real quick before I give it to JJ to close this one out?
Don't worry, man. Daddy won't go back in time just to fix it. So don't worry.
Oh, God. If we could turn back time, it'd be a whole different world. Okay.
Sure.
What about a whole new world?
No, we're not doing the Disney stuff. I'm going to draw the line right there, all right? We're not doing the Disney stuff tonight. That will raise me ire, all right? That will raise my ire.
Come on, Noah. Just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Good night, everybody.
I'll keep it here all night. Thank you.
Truly is a small world after all.
Don't forget to tip your calculator. Oh, God. Fucking hell. JJ, what you got to say regarding this match before we close the curtain on this one-night comedy show? What the hell? This is crazier than the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, and I'm Jeff Foxworthy with the damn plaid shirt. Go ahead, JJ.
Well, I must make me Bill Engvall, Noah, because here's your sign.
Yeah.
I will try
the people guy.
I will try to make this as simple as I can, Noah.
Go ahead.
4 letters, 1 word. Seth.
Simple as that. About to say,
Damn it.
You're the camera guy.
I was waiting to see if someone was going to bite, thinking I was actually picking Jay Uso.
Damn you. You were doing the freaking. I was like, you son of a bitch, bro. Not doing this again.
No. Not sober JJ would say Jey Uso was going to win the heavyweight title again, especially under these circumstances. Now,
I just love that I have a friend at work that's a wrestling fan, and we don't even have to say anything to each other. We'll just see each other walking by. We'll throw up the 4, the 1, do the hand gesture, yeet. Don't even have to say the whole catchphrase. We just get it.
Get it, got it, bueno.
Bueno.
And again, if you haven't already, subscribe. That being said,
he only needs 27 now.
Oh, he's close. Again, folks, subscribe. All right. Well, while we're trying to get Walter to 200, Mr. Reliable, I hope that the entertainment and the analysis here has been both reliable and comical for you all here. While we shared a bunch of laughs, and I'm sure the puns are not far from done, let's go ahead and get into what? So I'm there, the camera guy. Since I'm the
God damn it.
Walter, you freaking idiot.
Oh, this is a fun night.
Why
Does that make Mike Ron White because he drinks the most?
They call me tater salad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but you don't have a son that you call Tater Tot.
No.
It makes sense. Now I could see Mike, that was Mike with the hat, with the watermelon, with the mallet.
That's Gallagher.
That's Gallagher, dude. But you know what? I'm sure that Stepwood can swing a mean sledgehammer. Maybe even as strong as the Peter Gabriel song. All right.
I don't know, dude. I love my brother, but he's pretty weak. I don't even know if he could pick up a sledgehammer, let alone swing it.
Jeez, what? You have to say expose the man like that? You have to say expose
Show
the man
your
like
bony
that?
arms, Mikey. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I suppose the man like that. Like, damn.
Oh, Lord.
I would smash a watermelon if I was given the chance. If I had the table, I'd probably break both of my feet because the darn thing would go flying all over the place, but I could do that routine verbatim.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right.
All right, funny. Good, fair enough. That's freaking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
We got it comical, and we're trying to get physical. But let's go ahead and get right down to
So
business.
you're gonna get physical.
But Olivia
You would
Newton-John isn't here.
First off, Rip. Secondly, I don't have a neon background here, okay? So let's stay out of the 80s and in the 2000s, and let's move into our main event, and JJ leads off. Because you can't see him on the graphic, well, you're still going to try and see him somehow artistically. Painted better than some of the art you see at your local museum on this graphic. It is, of course, Cena taking on the Maverick, Logan Paul. And this stemmed from John Cena literally delivering his own pipe bomb that I haven't heard the likes of in a while, saying you're taking the opportunities from other men like phenomenal AJ Styles, like bright up-and-comers like Jacob Fatu, like Braun Breaker, like others that should be facing me on this deadline to the last time. And here you are seizing the spot once again for yourself and your freaking prime endorsement. Straight up grudge match, but we've also seen Logan Paul knock out the champion with one lucky punch. But we also know that John Cena has another far more dangerous beast, not with Mr. in front of the name, on his mind, and could be very soon in his near future. Someone pray for Jeff Meacham if that actually becomes official somewhere, because it may be the last time he sees John Cena stand up straight. That being said, it's John Cena, Logan Paul grudge match, and I think more so the aftermath will be the biggest takeaway of this clash in Paris more than anything else. So JJ, it's on you to lead things off. What do you think happens out of this first time ever singles match of John Cena and Logan Paul? To think they were tag partners back at Money in the Bank. And here we are. John Cena once again back to his babyface ways, while Logan Paul is just as impulsive as ever. What do you got to say regarding this match? It's all you, bro.
Well, as much as I appreciate going first on this, if she is still there and not just an icon, I would like to pass this to Dattila to go first because, number one, ladies first. Number two, she did just join. And number three, she's probably the biggest John Cena fan in the room since Papa Gino isn't here. So
really?
I will go. She flew to Texas to take a picture with an invisible man.
Houston, Texas, I might add.
it's dedication.
So I'm just saying, like, I've met Cena before, but he's come to my arenas and I've gone to see him. She got on a plane and flew to another state to meet him and then get on a plane to come back to California.
All right. Don't have to just for anything else.
This is
I
true.
will go after the lovely Pink Ranger goes.
Thank
you.
It's all on you. Please take it away and lend your thoughts towards this.
Of course, I'm going to pick John Cena. I mean, it wouldn't. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Honestly, I was surprised that we got Logan Paul. Especially because he doesn't really have history with John Cena. I was expecting more someone like AJ Styles. I wonder if this was John Cena's choice or if he was kind of talked into having this match with Logan Paul. Because I personally I would have chosen AJ Styles, and obviously Adam Copeland is not available, so they couldn't go with him either. But I'm sure it's gonna be a good match. I personally think it would be a good match, and like I said, I'm picking John Cena, but it wouldn't surprise me if Logan Paul goes over here because I mean, what this is Cena's retirement tour. He's not the champion anymore. So it would make sense if Logan Paul wins, but like I said, I gotta pick John Cena for this one.
Fair enough. And now I know what you go to Dattila for as she appears on Sleepy Thing going forward, and it's so wonderful having you here. All right, so the ballot's been set to the man you can't see, but the name that you heard, John Cena. Now, JJ, after you gave the biggest Cena fan here the opener, and we know who we're going to do as the closer, it is on you to carry the conversation forward. So what do you guys say regarding that? Do you agree with her, or do you see some other aspect? Possibly, I don't know, a beast incarnate being an influence? Just saying.
Well, yeah. Well, we know Emmanuel's going to close it out. I mean, right now he's going to the Christopher Ross School of Simply Predicting, where we can barely see him on the screen because he gives so little of a fuck about John Cena.
Yep, this is accurate.
Accurate.
You know, I'm not surprised we're getting Cena and Logan, to Datilla's point, because if you saw Cena when he was on Impulsive, he very much was praising Logan and his work.
I did see that.
Okay.
I didn't see that. He has a lot of respect for what Logan has done in the WWE and how much he's committed to learning the craft. So I'm not surprised, which is why I think Logan might actually get the dub here. Because to another point Attila made, now that he's no longer champion, he can kind of go back to his losing ways that he was on prior to winning the title, prior to Chamber of this year, where he hadn't won a match. And slowly, match by match, he's putting over people that he feels are the future of the WWE for years to come. Now, will Logan Paul be the next John Cena for WWE? No, absolutely not. But if you want to talk about the next John Cena for WWE as far as mainstream crossover appeal, I think you'd be hard-pressed to argue that there's anybody in WWE next to John Cena than Logan Paul that brings that.
Wouldn't Cody be an example of that? No?
Not quite.
So Cody doesn't really have the mainstream success right now.
Yeah, when you figure mainstream, you figure about exploring other forms of the business. Remember, boxer, entrepreneur, social media influencer. Logan Paul pretty much has his face spread out on more things almost than Donald Trump.
I mean, to Noah's point, he's got the Impulsive podcast. He's got the Prime Energy. Just got engaged. So that's all over social media still.
Got a reality show.
Yeah, Cody's doing movies, but he hasn't been a starring role in a major motion picture.
That.
Like Cena does, like Batista does, like even Roman is doing.
Hell, John Cena was the friggin' star. Here, you know what? Here's a shocker for you, JD. When I was once a wee lad, John Cena was the friggin' leading head star in the first of what became the series, The Friggin' Marine. The only Marine movie I ever saw.
Yeah, I saw that movie too.
Now, granted, that was a WWE production, so it was still very much in-house, technically an independent movie because it was within the family. But since then, look at what Cena has done.
Exactly.
Cody, to his credit, has got at least 2 movies this year because The Naked Gun came out, but he's a bartender in like one scene. He's got about as much of a part in that as Becky Lynch did in Happy Gilmore 2. And he's filming the Street Fighter movie, which won't be out till next year. We don't know how big of a role that Guile will have.
Right.
Guile had a big role in the Jean-Claude version, but that's because Jean-Claude was Guile. We don't know how big of a role. If you really think about the Street Fighter lore, the games are about Ryu and Ken.
Hadouken!
Not Guile, not Blanca, not Akuma, not Chun-Li.
Keep going.
You know, I could sit here, keep rattling off the characters, but it's all about Ryu and Ken.
Damn right.
So whoever plays Ryu and Ken are going to be the stars of the movie. Everybody else is just a bit part. How major, how bit will be determined, but it's not going to be like it was for the Jean-Claude movie.
So right now you got Logan Paul and John Cena as kind of like the 1A and 1B in regards to that. But as far as the long term with Logan Paul, the Maverick still being around.
And you can maybe argue me Roman, but Roman hasn't had true success in Hollywood yet either.
As far as I know, none of his movies have been nominated for an Emmy.
No. So,
and I don't even watch that stuff. So there you go.
And I won't botch you on that, Noah, because I know you don't do the media like that. Emmys are television, Oscars are movies.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'll blast myself for that. I should have known that because Steve Harvey, because again, game show aficionado, Steve Harvey won 2 Emmys at one time and literally had them on the face-off podium, which I thought was freaking hilarious.
But-
Congrats to Steve Harvey, by the way, on being the longest reigning Family Feud host in Family Feud history. But Richard
Family
Dawson,
Feud you
no.
do. At game shows you do, but you don't do any of the other stuff.
That's
You're
right.
damn fucking right, because I'm a simple man. I'm wrestling, I'm game show.
Uh-huh.
It's as simple as that.
So yeah, I'm leaning towards Logan Paul here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I think we'll get Cena and AJ once AJ defeats Dom for the Intercontinental title.
You're holding out for that.
I still think by the end of his run, he's going to have the IC title, even if he wins it and loses it on his final night.
Yeah, fair enough. Considering we don't know how much longer AJ has, but I think this is the last term that he's doing it wrestling in general with WWE as well. So that just fits it all together. But either way, Logan Paul, John Cena, it's 1-1. And Tatilla, just to close out the whole media, I don't know this, do know that. And then Mark, when I was once a wee lad, it was all about Nickelodeon Games and Sports, Cole Lyoko, and Darkwing Duck. And that's not the extent that you're going to get from me. Now, moving
I
on.
like Cole Lyoko. I watched Cole Lyoko.
That was a very short anime, by the way. 93 episodes. One of the shortest animes you can watch completely. That was an underrated gem. Oh, and the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever the fuck they did after that, bullshit. All right, moving on. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Charles, you're up next. So let's go ahead and talk to you, mister. I won't go there. At least not right now. Let's go ahead and talk about you. You break the tie first. John Cena or Logan Paul? Who you got?
Oh my God, you're really putting this on me?
All right, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, yeah, I don't see Cena losing until his final match. So you know what? He's losing another one. Cena's going to win, but afterwards, that certain beast of card is going to show up and set up Westpalooza's main event.
Well, I guess Indianapolis is not too far away from Indianapolis, and you don't need to be smarter than a fifth grader to know.
And considering they confirmed Cena's main event in that show, so it's like it has to be Brock. It's like,
and hopefully, and hopefully not a bad pyro botch. All right, so fair enough. So you got Logan Paul winning?
No, Cena winning.
Oh, okay.
And Brock shows up after the match.
Ah, okay. I wonder if Logan still hits him with one lucky shot and then gets F5 by Brock Lesnar.
That's also why I want to see Logan get F5 too, just because.
I feel like everyone wants to see that and also see Brock take the gloves off and literally rearrange his face, but that's a whole different conversation. All right. That being said, 2 John Cenas, 1 Maverick. Snap Boy, you're next. First ever one-on-one match. John Cena, babyface PLE success versus heel this year, particularly success. The jury is out. It's his first PLE since going babyface, and he's got less than I'm pretty sure 15 dates left. What do you got to regard in this match?
The only Maverick I'm voting for is a Ford Maverick truck, okay? I'm sorry.
Damn, I thought you were going to say Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick.
That's a good one,
the
too.
Dallas Mavericks.
What the hell?
I am Stat Boy with the sports. Here's his rundown. 10 wins, 13 losses, okay? The biggest win that Logan Paul has, or the biggest person on the roster that he holds a victory over, is Randy Orton, okay? So if you give the win to Logan in this match, Cena is bigger than Randy right now. That's a fact for now. Legacy-wise, overall, Randy's still got a few more years in him, I think. Loss-wise, he's lost to Roman, he's lost to Rollins, he's lost to Cody, he's lost to LA Knight twice, he's lost to Jey Uso. So throwing John into that group of top-tier talent that has beaten Logan Paul, I mean, that. Why not throw the new GOAT in there? Sorry, that's how I'll call Cena the GOAT, okay? I'll still say Ric Flair is the GOAT, but I'll call Cena the new GOAT, and I'll leave it at that. Okay. So, I mean, will it get views on social media? Of course. Will we go back and watch Impulsive? Sure, why not? Will Logan Paul do something crazy to where The Undertaker will tell him, stop doing that video game shit? Absolutely. What it'll be, who knows? Watch the pay-per-view on Saturday. But yeah, I mean, just it's this is going back. This is now. It's like we need. I mean, I don't want to see Cena go, but I've accepted it. I think he's in the final 10 appearances left before December. And would it be Brock Lesnar? Yes. Would it be? Who knows? I mean, as we get closer to December, we can all speculate who we want it to be. If there's at least one more dream match in there, don't worry, I won't say his name, but. We already did that. We already did that routine.
Yeah, we don't overkill gimmicks here.
We don't need to, but it is a dream match that I would love to see personally happen. There's actually two. Actually, I mean, why not see? Well, okay, we did that already. Why not see if we can bring back Kurt Angle and have his last match be his? Why not?
No,
I mean, it'll be full circle.
It would be, but Kurt Angle is in no condition of what he was, nor I think to go that sort of match you would want to see. Because it's one of those things to, on paper, on marquee, this is blockbuster, box office. This is literally the perfect closer. It's another thing to stand deliver. And at one point, Kurt Angle was lucky to stand, with all due respect. Continue.
Oh, I mean, I got nothing more to say on that one. I mean, if you were
going to get Kurt Angle out there, you'd actually be getting Perk Angle to be able to make it happen.
Unfortunately, that's accurate.
If there's any more heat that's higher than nuclear, have Logan win.
Damn.
I mean, I think it's a supernova. I think supernova is hotter than nuclear. Fantastic.
That would be correct because a supernova, of course, is a star that literally reaches a point before it explodes and gets turned into a black. When did I become Morgan Freeman and talk about?
What about a champagne supernova?
10 out of 10, JJ. 10 out of 10.
Fucking hell!
And the ERA for Statboy pitching is 85 million to none.
I'm not going against those odds. That being said, you're going with John Cena for the win, unless we want the internet to go fucking nuclear.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now let's take it over to the man who's been grumpy ever since the Sword of Darkness was destroyed, allowing John Cena to become babyface again.
Hello, Emmanuel. You close things out.
I mean, what else can I say about John Cena?
I don't know. What can you say?
I can't stand that song now. Please. Anyways,
I was trying to get you to do the John Cena sucks.
No, it's like a Kurt Angle chant, JJ. At that point, it's like you suck to Kurt Angle, and you don't mean it. If I go, John Cena sucks. It's like it's me going to cheer him for him. It's like it doesn't hit the same thing. So I quit saying John Cena sucks. It's over. It's done. The people ruined the gimmick. How I really feel about it. Anyways, what I think about this match, I mean, like, how can Logan Paul be the true John Cena now? That's the only argument I have for Logan Paul. He's not going to defeat the true John Cena now. If he's going to get beaten by Logan Paul just like that, then what was the point of showing the true John Cena for only Cody, but not for Logan Paul? Or whoever's he goes face next in the next pay-per-view after that, and after that, and after that. If we're not going to see the guy who kicked out at 3 Cody, the Rhodes finishers in a row. Crossroads in a row, and he kicked out. Not even Roman Reigns could have done that. He kicked out.
Ooh, that's a hot take, but that's also accurate.
So, how do you want me to believe this? Logan Paul to win? Like, it's done. Like, Like if he doesn't bring his A game, it's like I feel cheapened a lot. Like you're paying money to see a guy who folded in, just like he did in WrestleMania 39 against an Austin Theory, because it was not John Cena. That's not. It's not. I feel he robbed the money out of my pocket. Why should I care about this man who robbed me a WrestleMania 39 match against Austin Theory? He didn't even bring his A game. Why should I care?
Why should you worry? All right. Well, sounds like bottom line. Yes, that boy. I see your hand.
I think I deserve royalties because he has my catchphrase under his name right now. And
that's one of your rant earlier on. I forgot to change it.
You didn't even ask that was Stepboy approved.
Yeah, I mean, I love you, Emmanuel. You are my brother and all that. But next time, please ask, okay? Otherwise, I'll demand a check in the mail. Okay.
Strike one.
Like I said, I forgot to change it. You were ranting about there was a second match. I forgot what it was exactly.
It was this. And
this. About the shoes. There we go. And I was like, step forward with that rant. So
if anyone's gonna have a purpose talking about shoes, it's gonna be, with all due respect, a lady, because ladies are all about apparel and makeup and other things. But that's more of a woman's thing. Shopping. We just need a pair of shoes that actually work.
Noah, I don't collect shoes. I wear makeup on occasion, but okay. So
I didn't put your name out there.
I know, but I'm just saying. Personally, me, not all about the shoes. I don't even have a shoe collection. I wear the same shoes every week.
Good girl.
To be fair, you did make a general statement about women, and as the sole woman on the panel, who's complete opposite of everything you said, you were going to get a fire back.
Yeah, it's not wrong. You kind of set yourself up for that one.
How often do you get Nola on the same screen to actually learn about each other besides the fact that we believe? I'm just saying. So I just learned.
Well, that's all the more reason we got to get Walter to 200 because you'll come to Vegas with him.
Oh, here we go.
Stella will be able to come up the freeway because it's straight shot from where she lives, where I live. We'll all be able to hang out for a few days.
Yeah.
And then you'll all come to Sevier County, Tennessee, and hang out with me.
That's too far the other direction.
Jenny's like, nope. We're sticking to one thing, and nope.
This has been the goal since like April 21st of this year, the day after WrestleMania.
This is also accurate.
Okay. This needs to happen first.
Everyone wants to see me in Las Vegas for some damn reason. Good grief.
Because
I would love to see you in Las Vegas, brother. You'd go in nuclear.
We want to see if we can corrupt you.
Never.
That'll be something.
Something.
There we go.
Fucking hell. All right. Well, that being
So who
said,
do you have, Noah?
John Cena. I mean, literally, the way I see it, Logan Paul's going to hit the one lucky punch. There's going to be a ref bump, and he's going to pin him for 3, and there's not going to be a referee. And John Cena, big match, John's going to win. Or we're going to get the and Brock's going to break all hell and break loose and maybe drop Logan Paul the first time. Be the ultimate hero and the ultimate villain. But we'll still preserve John Cena for another ass kicking, unlike the SummerSlam where he suplexed him 16 times. John Cena's winning, but as far as it was Brock Lesnar, whole different conversation. But I got John Cena being the Maverick.
You know what? The font makes your name, the font makes your last name look like Poster. It says Noah Poster.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it says Foster, but the F looks like a P.
Does that look better?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. That being said, that was just random out of nowhere, but okay, fair enough. I'm not a poster.
Kind of like an RKO.
I didn't have my glasses on, so I wasn't.
Indeed.
Wasn't sure if I was seeing things correctly.
You look so much more sophisticated with your glasses on, Titsilla. Actually, honestly.
Aye.
Who's she? I can't tell who it is.
Freaking. Oh my God.
Who is she?
I'm like Clark Kent. You can't
the Taylor. Where you came from? I can't tell you. It's like a Superman thing. I don't know. Where did you come from?
Daniel, why were you in my brain? I was thinking that too. What the hell?
Well, that being said, we got the predictions done, so stay tuned, folks. I'm going to play a watch-along trailer. We'll be right back after this commercial break to get the fuck out of here before there's another pun that drops that drives me fucking insane. Please stay tuned, and thank you for continuing
You're
to watch
insane in the midbrain.
Do you know the way?
In the brain.
Idiots! We'll be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Like, seriously, why are these fans too nice? I still don't understand why some of these fans are too nice. But truly, here at the Cinema Studios, and not even simply predicting, we encompass, celebrate, embrace, engage, look into, criticize, and analyze all of the wrestling. And that will be a super predicting thing going forward as I keep you on tune on not only what I predict, but what these yahoos will have me covered. The only one that's not a Yahoo so far to this point is Attila, because she hasn't drove me so far freaking insane yet over the course of the history I've come to know everybody here and become commentary and moderator. Again, appreciate you. Appreciate all of you.
I'm going to say, look into my eyes. What do you see?
Cult personality?
Hey.
Yeah.
That's actually also a Beatles reference too.
Ringo Starr was the drummer of the band, but there's a reason why he wasn't the main guy of the entire person. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on here now to our plugs and shows. And why Statboy Mighty gave us that reference, he's also going to give you some quality taste of sports commentary, because you're going to be busy starting Monday nights. Let's go ahead and show and promote what's ahead for all of us too before we bid you all fine adieu. Or in this case, because we're going to Paris, France, arrivederci. That being said, Boy Mike, what's going on with you lately, bro? And thank you for being on Super Predicting again. I'm looking forward to using your stats, of course, during our commentary call this weekend. Tell the people who can find you what you're about to be up to.
Well, like I said, Monday is the big day. Monday is the kickoff. And then Monday, September 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm unofficially back in the sports bar. It's not quite Statboy Sports Bar, but it's pretty darn close, so we're going to go with that. And it's the official kickoff for the NFL 2025 season. And, of course, the following week, September 8th at 8 o'clock is the very first week one Monday Night Football as the Minnesota Vikings take on the Chicago Bears. It's the first official watch-along of Monday Night Football for the Simply Reliable Studios and the channels all herein in the family. I'm very excited about this. I cannot wait to actually call football for 18 weeks. Still haven't decided how the playoffs are going to work yet. Don't know what that's going to be, but that's not going to be for another 4.5 months. Also, the kickoff for the Pick'em contest has started. So a lot of the players have been getting in their picks early, which is very, very grateful. I thank you for that. And before you know it, I mean, it's going to be a World Series time too. who's going to be Mr. October when that comes into play. So I cannot wait. I want to see everybody pop up in between wrestling on Monday nights before Raw kicks in and before No DQ does their thing and whatever.
Yeah.
Just check on over for a little bit. I mean, even if you watch for a few minutes or a whole quarter, I greatly appreciate it. Open invitation if you guys want to come in Monday night and give your predictions and thoughts on how the season's going to play out. You're more than welcome to do so. All you got to do is hit me up on social media through the channels or through Facebook or through Twitter or even through Instagram, LBStatKid1977 at StatBoy13 on Instagram, Facebook.com/ME Caldwell. Hey, let's literally kick off this season the right way. I cannot wait. This is something big. I'm literally gonna be working on stats for the next 48 hours. My 2 days off, a stat boy never works, and I'll occasionally while I'm working at my job, I'll keep an eye out on the family and see what's going on in gay putty, as they call it. I love you all, family. It's way past midnight. I got some stat work to do, so I bid you adieu. Stat Boy out.
Au revoir, Stat Boy. Thank you very much. All right. And then there were 5. Tatilla, so glad to have you back on Cindy Been a long time since I've engaged you, my friend. I hope that we do it more often in and out of this forum. But go ahead, like I said earlier, where people can always find you in a mighty fine time, wrestling or Power Rangers wise.
I'll try to teleport in every chance I get.
Please do.
Oh yeah, you can follow me at Rangers of Wrestling on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at @Tatilla_. Right now I'm a bit of a hiatus. I'm trying to get everything back in order. But in the meantime, be patient because I will be uploading, content and stuff. I didn't do anything today for Power Rangers Day, but I do plan on getting back on Power Rangers content. I did buy Rita's Rewind, and I'm still trying to get everything together so that I can stream Rita's Rewind on my Twitch channel. So I got everything I need almost everything I need to stream Rita's Rewind on my Twitch channel. But when that comes, I'll let all you guys know. So you guys check me out on there too.
All right, sounds good. Keep us posted on that. And who knows, maybe you can level up with me, Walter Cruz, soon, and we will actually have some fun with gaming. So again, folks, stay tuned. And yes, Lee, I know you still want the WLF rematch. I want it too. Priorities over passions. I have not forgotten about you. Charles, speaking of video games, always a pleasure. Whether we're gaming or predicting, again, I work on his graphic. Talk more about that later. But go ahead where the people can find you and tell them where they can connect with you.
Find me on Twitter, of course. My brain, great. My brain just lost. I don't know what happened. Find me on Twitter. Do Talk Run on Twitter. There we go.
All right.
It took me about, I don't know. Okay, just go.
The brain is slowly
just go.
All right. I'll throw something out there too. Just like Walter, if you get me to how many subscribers am I? 1,200. Okay, 1,500. Maybe. Okay, 1,500, and I'll do
the caveat.
Yeah, maybe do NXT.
There's a bad
Not for
chance.
maybes. No, it's got to be a definite.
Fine.
TJ's got you there.
Fine. If not on Tuesday, on Wednesday. Fine.
So 1,500 subscribers, and you will cover NXT.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
We finally got to till that pressured in. Someone put their own.
You heard that here, folks. Everyone watching, you heard it here.
I'm snapping. Internet's forever. JJ, his NXT, he's not going to make you live that down. He's not going to make you forget to tell. Good luck.
Now I'm just putting my foot in my mouth.
I didn't say anything tonight that got me in anything crazy. The last thing I said, no one knows a damn thing about. So
I do. You said that if Ash came, you would sing the Canadian anthem but you did it.
She didn't, so I don't have to do anything. All right. She did.
Damn.
Freaking me Canadian national anthem. What the hell?
That should know what you should do down the shenanigans.
No, because
I bet he'll do it for a super chat though.
Well, there you go. There you go.
You're gonna pay me $25 Canadian? Freaking hell. Oh my god. Yeah, and even Walter says only definites. Yeah. Well, if there's one thing I can definitely expect outside Tilla trying to literally make me put my foot in my mouth or JJ trying to hold it against me, it's the Mingus that will pay to make sure that I literally eat my own words. So, Emmanuel, again, whether you are John Cena's biggest hater or biggest fan, we appreciate you and Arlene always. Where can the people connect and find you?
You can find me as Emmanuel Dominguez on Facebook, EDM7324 at Instagram, and even on the X, EDM7324. I was gonna do something funny, but then I thought about it, but it would be a contradictory because I was like I was gonna buy myself a popper with confetti, with some blowers, with the party hat, going. Woo! John Cena's fighting out of the WWE. Like, why are you celebrating John Cena? All right. So it's a double edged sword. So I can't even celebrate John Cena's fighting out of the WWE.
You take that back.
We got John Cena's biggest fan and John Cena's biggest hater.
And you got three people that's pretty much.
We got the commentary team here. Noah Foster, JJ, Charles Schultz, of course, presiding over this fight here. My God! Anyway.
Look, Emmanuel. Just because you don't like John Cena doesn't mean the wrestlers are going to be sad when he leaves, are going to be happy with it when he leaves, okay?
So what do we have here? The Pink Ranger versus Goldar?
I think so, JJ. I recognize that reference. Oh, dear.
If JJ wasn't going to say that, I would say it first if JJ didn't say it.
Oh, my gosh. Well, there you go, folks. Good luck.
I got Datilla.
Yeah, I got Datilla as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Emmanuel. It's unanimous. I got Datilla here as well.
Sorry, Emmanuel.
No, it's okay because WWE booking will say John Cena will win just because.
Wait, you and Arlene are going to Survivor Series, right?
Yes.
I'll see you at Survivor Series, Emmanuel.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I think we just pushed an unofficial parking lot brawl.
Yeah,
that's not going to be the NXT parking lot either.
Short of the story, this is why Arlene doesn't want me to sit with her friend Kim, because she's a John Cena fan too, and she knows I hate John Cena. She tried to separate us because
oh, good Lord. Emmanuel's going to be dealing with a John Cena and a Ron Killing sitting next to him.
I got the John Cena chair for Survivor Series. I'll give you a chair shot to the back.
Well
then. Let's decompose here. All right. There's a lot of Latino heat going on here. Orderly. Oh my gosh. All the freaking references. Let's all calm down here and pull it back in, shall we? Woo! Good grief.
That's what not Dominic needs to complete the Eddie Guerrero turn. Like Latino he.
Yeah, all you have to do is come out to that. All right. Well, that being said, you two.
I now want that to happen now.
Oh, good Lord.
Right.
So it's not John Cena versus Logan Paul. It's freaking Datilla versus Emmanuel apparently this Sunday, and we'll see who wins and gets the prediction. All right, moving on. JJ, again, we're gonna be busy. Always busy with you. Prayers and passion. Always appreciate you booking better than AEW and WWE can on a regular basis, long term especially. But go ahead and tell the people, of course, can connect and find you. Oh my gosh, still one of the best covers ever.
You can find me on Instagram, the Renegade JJ Williams. YouTube, of course, Casa D18 Studios. X ROWJJ Williams and Casa D18 Studio. Casa D18 Studio is the one where I host and participate in the spaces. So follow me on all of those.
All right, good deal. There you go. I give you that. I only give you that since because I appreciate you, Brandon. That is your NXT. Also, Elena Black, please take care of yourself. And again, he wasn't here, but as I said earlier, subscribe. And if you don't know how to say it in France, here's how you say it in France. Don't even ask me how to announce it. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the Rage of Wrestling. Get him to 200. Let's get him to WrestleMania. And let's see what happens in Las Vegas. That hopefully will be more forgotten than what happened in Pineapple Express. So again, subscribe.
They're simple, man.
Just remember, Noah, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I've
Indeed.
heard.
Unless it ends up getting filled and winds up on the internet.
If you try to do some shit like that, I'm gonna be canceling.
So if I come across so I'm scrolling on YouTube and I see Noah doing some crazy shit in Las Vegas, then I know, like, yeah, well, JJ recorded that now. It screams on JJ.
Look, Noah. In all seriousness, and get the disgruntled look off your face. I can barely see right now. I'm so tired, but get the look off your face. I know you. In all seriousness, you can't sit here and think that me, you, Walter, and James are going to be in Vegas and we're not going to do some kind of live stream with all of us there together.
Fair enough.
So don't sit there and act like something that happens in Vegas is not going to end up on the internet from a technical standpoint.
All right, fair
and
enough.
Especially if Cyndi Lauper gets announced for the Hall of Fame, because Jeff said on a stream yesterday that if that happens, he will go to Vegas just for the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Wow.
And Attila's already teasing a possibility of being there. The Dominguez's may go again. So all of us in Vegas at the same time definitely has to be culminated with a huge stream.
Okay, I'll give you
a
that.
live in person Simply Predicting.
Oh God!
From where?
Well, go look. No, that's gonna be out of control.
From either the Airbnb or the hotel that we get.
I might as well be hosting Match Game with the 6 freaking panelists drunk off their asses.
That'll be fun to watch in the live chat for that. That'll be fun to watch.
So
and we got to make sure we get you at least a glass of some kind of wine or something so you can participate.
Oh, you have to have a strawberry daiquiri or a pina colada.
Now, see, can't do one pina colada. You got to have 2 pina coladas, one for each hand.
And Noah right now is trying not to turn to Stewie Griffin with that creepy ass tilt. Like, are you serious? Or the evil face.
You disappoint me, Noah. That was a Garth Brooks reference that you didn't seem to pick up on.
I'm trying my best to ignore the references before I freaking lose.
You're failing.
No, I'm holding, but it's wavering.
Or we can do the broadcast from Margaritaville, because I believe Jimmy Buffett has a restaurant in Vegas.
Oh God!
You got a lot of options. You got like options
in paradise.
You got a lot of options.
Thank you, JJ. That being said, again, subscribe to moderator of No DQ. Again, she wasn't here, but she's yours. She's mine. She's our Canadian friend. Another mighty friend indeed, like the Tilla here at Cinema Studios. Subscribe today to Ash. Shout out about Dash at Barry for Wrestling here on YouTube. Don't be a dickhead. Be a young punk. Join Baddies Army. And if people somehow want to try and find me, I'm more invisible than John Cena. But go if you choose on the X and on YouTube and Fox 2016 for all things wrestling, just to keep up with predictions leagues that I host, of course, for WWE, NXT, AEW, and freaking TNA. And the City thing, it's not laying by anytime soon. I will be doing a quickie tomorrow for the Zombie for our coverage. Actually, I think that's actually next week, Friday, now that I think about it. I don't think it's this Friday.
No, it is tomorrow.
Oh, they did
change it
Good.
tomorrow.
Okay, good. That makes things easier for me. And then, of course, AEW All Out Toronto, and then TNA, Victory Road. We learned NXT got no mercy, and the next WWE show, WrestlePalooza. Those are the next super things to come, folks. Again, keep up participating in the prediction leagues. I post the scores, the top 30s on my X and on YouTube. They'll be put out tomorrow regarding what happened, of course, following the last PLEs for AEW and NXT. Of course, you all can go see a note of those during the predictions postmortem that me and Gino did yesterday on YouTube for both AEW Indoor and Heatwave. And some point next month, there will be another simple session. Don't know who I'm going to have a simple chat with for about an hour about absolutely anything wrestling and nonsense. Could be one of these folks here. Could be somebody else that you've seen me before with on YouTube. Could be somebody you haven't seen before on YouTube that I got, some friends. We'll see what happens. It's a fun
Noah
little thing
hasn't
I'm
done something in a while.
Right. But you're also not wrong. Also, damn you. And as always, I'd like to continue to encourage and remind all of you, there are no winners, there are no losers, there are no betters. There's fans up in this passion we all share. At the end of the day, folks, support one another, respect your potential mentality too. God knows I try every day. Treasure your families, including this crazy oddities. And just enjoy life, enjoy professional wrestling. It's truly as simple as that. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in once again to another Off the Fucking Rails edition of Simply Predicting Anything But. But if nothing else, I hope that you were entertained. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, hit the bells, videos live on demand on air YouTube channels here. hit the subscribe button. I assure you, as long as I have some sort of sanity left, I don't know how much more I have left in me. The commentary, the creativity, the shenanigans, the overall predictions is not going to let up anytime soon. But I think that being said, I'm ready to literally go GTS. So I'm going to bid you all now finally a fine au revoir. So, in typical British game show fashion, because British game shows are king, for the mighty Dadilla, who finally joins the beginning at such a long time, it's been a while. Don't even sing it on copyright. Please say goodbye.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I'm about to say.
Would you rather I blast off into the speed of light or power down?
Oh my God.
Shift into turbo.
Let's rock it. Or time for Time Force.
I lost it. I had one. I had a power just thing in my head and I lost it. Great.
Yeah, well, she's going to power down here soon enough while my battery's at 100%. Thank you, Attila. For Emmanuel, the biggest fan of John Cena versus the biggest hater of John Cena. Yeah, there you go. For Emmanuel, the biggest hater of John Cena. Wow, she literally powered down. You crazy. Emmanuel, say goodbye.
TikTok, John Cena. 3 months to go, so I don't see your sorry ass on TV anymore. Goodbye.
For Charles Shaw.
Forever and ever and ever.
All right.
I'm just waiting for Emmanuel to stop there. Goodbye.
With that being said, yeah, and for the regular wrestling, JJ Williams, JJ, say goodbye.
Adios.
And
it's more of a time.
For me, it's of course goodbye. And for all of you, I thank all of you for tuning in once again to another City Predicting. We bid y'all now a fine adieu. But until next time, as always, somehow, some way, if you can, make it possible. It's not impossible. Make a positive impact in life. Have a good night. Au revoir. And thank you for tuning in to another edition of Simply Predicting. Have a good night, folks. Sacre bleu. I'm surrounded by idiots. They're not even frogs. I should be embarrassed. I need to denounce my citizenship. This is absolute madness. I'm surrounded by nincompoops. Bloody hell. There is no peace here for me. Ever. God.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test.
Copyright. 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 And the button.
Goodbye for now.
Au revoir, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. See you this weekend. Sometimes in my life I question the decisions I make.